How's everyone doing? Good to see everyone. I'm flapping. I'm not going to lie. I am not ready. But we are getting there. Don't worry. Whew. Craig was first in the comments. Well done. Whether that was genuine, I don't know. Half an hour before. I don't know. I don't think you stuck around for that long. I'm just going to say Amy won. So how's everyone's day been? All right? Has everyone had a good one? I'm looking forward to tonight's show. I mean, I look forward to every night, to be fair. I do enjoy doing this. But I am particularly looking forward to hearing about Joe's story, because his band's going strength to strength every moment, really. So it's pretty amazing. I'm interested to hear how he's doing it, and it's going to be a good one. So yeah, what's everyone been up to? Today has flown by again. It's just mad. So have we got in comments? Craig, Amy. Now then, Craig, how you doing? Hi, Amy. I'm doing well, thank you. James is in. Mate, you're here every night now. I'm loving it. Dedicated. I need to reply to your message. Sorry, mate. I am ignoring you. Right. I'm a little nervous, I'm not going to lie, because I'm going to try a new song, and I don't often throw myself in at a deep end, but I tried it maybe an hour ago. I went for a walk, because I've been sat at my desk all day. So I tried it and then went for a walk, and then thought, maybe I should just give it a go. And not only is it a new song, it's I'm going to be looping as well, and I never have looped before until this afternoon. So if it goes horribly wrong, I haven't got a backup plan. I'm not going to lie. We'll just see what happens. God, my heart's racing. I'm so nervous about it. I don't know why. Right, let's have a look, see what's going on. James is only here because he's stalking Steve. Nice. You guys, stop flirting. Oh, dear. Hey up, Dean. How's it going? Casper, mate, good to see you. How's the intro coming along? What have we got? Go for it. Thanks, Mum. Honestly, I'm seriously nervous. And because I don't actually have a loop station thing, what I'm going to have to do is pull the mic down to the sound hole, play it completely acoustically, and then pick up my electric guitar and see what happens there. In fact, I might just quickly check that's all in tune. Didn't see the comments. I think I'm going to start a new segment in the show as well, called Today I Learned. Because today, and I'm not sure if this is not a cool story, by the way, but it is just a story. I did not know that potato peelers, if you put them on the potato and then just do that, it cuts all the skin off the potato without having to do the whole thing. So that's what I learnt today, is how to use a potato peeler. I'm 31 years old and I've never known how to use one properly. There you go. Oh, I'm glad, mate. I'm really glad, Casper. really excited to see the intro to your vlogs. In fact, I'm just looking forward to seeing your vlog. Right, I'm just going to jump into this song because I'm scared. Like I say, I'm looping for the first time. I've never done this before. Can you hear that? And I know my body and my soul ain't working right, 'cause I don't wanna know anybody, I don't wanna stay inside. That's not who I am now, that's not what I want. Lately I've been thinking I'm just like everyone, and so it is. Keep things simple, smile and be grateful, and know that everything's gonna be alright. If this ain't living, then I don't know what is. Just know that everything's gonna be just fine. And why do I divide myself, divided by who body and my soul ain't working right, 'cause I don't wanna know anybody and I wanna close my eyes. I'm just sick of posting, I wanna know the rest, and I don't wanna know this, it's all inside my head. And so it is. Keep things simple, smile and be grateful, and know that everything's gonna be alright. If this ain't living, then I don't know what is. Just know that everything's gonna be just fine. And why do I wanna be divided by who I used to be? And why am I to wanna be divided by who I used to be? So ain't working right, 'cause I don't wanna know anybody and I wanna stay inside. That's not who I am now, that's not what I want. Lately I've been thinking I'm just like everyone, and so it is. Keep things simple, all smile and be grateful and know that everything's gonna be alright. If this ain't living, then I don't know what is. Just know that everything's gonna be just fine. Why do I don't wanna be divided by who I used to be? Yeah. There we go. That's about as good as it's going to get. That's the first time I've ever done it. I don't even think I got through the whole song during sound check last time. So I say sound check as if it was a real thing. I literally was just messing about and thought, oh, screw it, I'm just going to try it. Absolutely love the new sound. So you like, say, like you say, keep things simple. There we go. Put this back on. I gave it a shot. Hey, I nailed it. As long as Dean approves, man. Well, I'm grateful for all the lovely comments, I'll be honest. But Dean's a sound engineer. He hears a lot of quite a range of different bands and all sorts of walks of life. And it's nice to know that he enjoyed that. Nice one. That's ace. Thank you very much for the kind words. Honestly, my heart is racing like a madden. Anyway, I've ran over a little, so I'm going to introduce today's guest. We've got Joe from the Indigo Project. Lovely guy. I'm really looking forward to catching up with him and hearing how he's absolutely smashing this whole music industry thing. So let's get him on. Are you ready, Joe? He is ready, I think. Thumbs up. Yeah, boy.
Hey, mate, you all right?
Yeah, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Good to see you, dude.
Yeah, this is weird.
It is weird.
Pretty cool.
And I think this is like 43 or 44 nights on the trot, and it doesn't get any less weird. Like live streaming has, it's now become part of my life, but it's very strange.
Yeah.
So, but thank you very much for joining me, man. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to, as I say, catching up with you and hearing what you've kind of got to say and hearing your new songs and hearing them in the more stripped back form as well. Like, do you often play your music acoustically or?
We did quite a lot of on sofa gigs. No, we didn't.
Of course,
no, that's
yeah.
a complete lie. No.
Is it
What's it called?
so
Sofa Sounds.
so far sounds? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You'd think
Yeah.
that two companies that do exactly the same thing would come up with a slightly, like, not the same name almost. It's
Yeah.
quite confusing.
Yeah, we did quite a few gigs all over the place with So Far Sounds. We did some really, really good ones in London where we've had like 200 people packed into someone's bedroom, and it's just been mental. And it's a lot of fun because it's completely unplugged.
So do you do when you say it's completely unplugged? Is it just you on your own? Or are you still all the full
We
band completely
we do
unplugged?
it we do it full band. The only amps that are used is it's semi unplugged for us because
Yeah,
there's a bass amp and one guitar amp.
still
Otherwise,
unplugged.
it's all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the vocals aren't mic'd or anything. It's
Wicked.
it's completely acoustic, and
I do
it's a lot
enjoy a
of
good
fun.
So Far Sounds gig. To be fair, a friend of mine used to run the So Far Sound Bradford. In fact, he's in here now actually. Craig Hughes and Sam Strong. She used to run it with him. And yeah, the So Far Sound Bradford was really good when it was running and that. I'm not sure
Mm.
what So Far Sounds are doing at the moment. I think they've had to postpone everything just like everything else.
Yeah,
And
they will have done. Yeah, but I to be honest, the last time the last one was probably about 6 months ago that we did because
yeah.
we kept on going back to London to do them.
Mm.
Because we just enjoyed it because it was my favorite thing about it was taking the piss out of all the Londoners for being from the south, midway through the gig,
I
which
bet that went down an absolute
do, do
storm.
you know what? Most of the time it did. I got one or two dirty looks, but otherwise it were a good laugh.
Just a good laugh, mate. Yeah, that's it. If you can't have a laugh, then you know what's up. So that's sort of as far as it goes when it comes to acoustic stripped back style. Do you often sort of start a song acoustically, like when it comes to writing, or are you?
I always I write every song on this guitar. Like I start everything starts with this up until basically the song is complete, like vocals and chords wise. Then I build everything up with the rest of the instruments.
Nice. And what? So do you? Sorry. You build all of it up yourself, like, and
Well,
send the stems, or do you take that
it,
song to the
we,
rehearsal space and?
we take it to the rehearsal space and we all like kind of throw ideas around like the skeleton that I've kind of built.
Yeah. That's kind of how the City of Lights wrote for a long time,
Hmm.
and then we started doing like really rough Logic demos, and I actually prefer doing it the old way. If I'm honest, like, kind of almost overcomplicates it sometimes when you start getting into the elements of production. When really, like, you just want to get to the bare bones of the song, and if it sounds good in its rawest form, then it's going to sound good when you put all the bells and whistles on it.
Yeah.
So that's cool that you're still doing it like that. That's good. So are you writing a lot at the moment during lockdown, or are you sort of just enjoying or chilling and doing
I've
making
been
use of your time in other ways?
I've been playing a fair bit, but until recently I've been separated from my guitar because I actually live in Huddersfield
Yeah.
at the moment, so I've had to come back to Leeds because I'm going back to work because Starbucks have decided to reopen.
Yeah, you were
So
saying, yeah.
yeah, so I finally got my baby back, which is good because I've been having to play on like a little nylon string acoustic, and it's just not very me.
No,
But
you next start playing the flamenco instead now. Like the new
yeah,
Indigo project's now a flamenco style album.
yeah, I'm a bit more of a fan of my Taylor, to be honest.
I bet. Yeah, man. So now you've got that back. Are you right back to writing, or are you just sort of?
Yeah, I only got back yesterday, so this is like the first proper day I've been able to play again properly.
Yeah.
So the plan is I'm gonna now that I've got my Mac back and stuff, I'm gonna
Mm.
start properly writing because I mean I will probably have to write through Logic, which is
Yeah.
I mean it's fun, but
It does work. I'm not I'm not criticizing it. It definitely works. I find it interesting that you did it. You still do it that way, kind of thing.
yeah, I mean
Just from my
it's
experience.
it's what I prefer. I prefer to do it bare bones and loud, but I mean I've done it in the past like bits and bobs and it does work. It's just a different method that I'm not used to.
Yeah. Got you. That's fair enough, man. So what about live streaming? Is this your first taste of live streaming, or have you done some other live streaming?
I've done bits and bobs. The other day I did one like a like no mic. It was literally just on my phone because that's all
Yeah.
I had. But uh, we did one as a favour for an up and coming band called Sticks and Stones,
Okay.
who the drummer in my band, the Indigo Project. He's a drum teacher, and one of his students is in that band. So they organised this live stream gig and asked me to go and headline it,
Nice.
which was nice.
That's awesome. That's it. But now you've got your full Mac set up and your
Yeah.
guitar and everything. You think you're going to be running with it for the foreseeable future whilst lockdowns?
Do you know what? Yeah, because it is a bit of a laugh.
It's
Like,
good, man. I think it really is good fun, honestly, and I think people will be definitely interested in hearing your tunes and stuff in a raw form.
yeah, sweet. Well,
Do you want to play a song for us, anyways, and then
yeah,
we'll
I'll
we'll
give it a
sort of
blast.
have a bit of a natter afterwards. If anyone's got any questions, please get them in the comments. I think I've got a couple on Instagram as well, but yeah, please just get the questions in, and I'm sure you'll try and answer them as best you can, and we'll just
Yeah,
see what
man.
happens.
No
All right,
problem.
mate. I'll hand them over. Have a good one.
Yeah. First one I'll do is this is a song called "Still Breathing." That came out probably about a year ago. Did some really cool stuff on Spotify playlisting wise. So yeah, this one's "Still Breathing." Tell me something new, it's not too late. What's not again? Smoke a cigarette. Come look me in the eyes, just as we had sex. What's that smell? Tastes like regret. Loosen up a bit, tell me what's been told. I can feel your breath, let's not grow old. I still taste your lips, I eat your soul's been sold. I still hear it. You're still breathing, it's hard to say that you're not ready. At your age, you're still not steady. Look behind the eyes to see the place you've been going. Oh, oh. You never told me I was wrong, 'cause lately I find I need something real to unwind. 'Cause you're still breathing up. That I can help you disappear. I could just lie if it were easy, 'cause I don't mind you though. Let me lay this down, let me make it plain. Don't see what's to give, but I know who's to blame. Smell my cigarette, just like yesterday. Can you hear it? You're still breathing, it's hard to say that you're not ready. At your age, you're still not steady. Look behind the eyes to see the place you've been gone. Oh, oh. You never told me I was wrong, 'cause lately I find I need something real to unwind. 'Cause you're still breathing up, that I can help you disappear. I could just lie if it were easy. And I've been doing all of this just for me, oh misery. As long as you know that you'll forget. And I've been using just for now, oh lately, but not for free. As long as you know we'll acquiesce. Lately I find I need something real to unwind. 'Cause you're still breathing. You are just mine, but you disappear. I could just lie if it were easy. Lately I find I need something real to unwind. 'Cause you're still breathing. You are just mine, but you disappear. I could just lie if it were easy. You're still breathing. Thank you very much.
Yes, mate.
Cheers, bud.
Love it, man. Great work. So
Thank
is
you very
that
much.
is that an older tune, or is that something that's from the
That's-
newer record? Or
It's from the newer stuff, yeah. We've been doing a lot of singles recently, so it's the single before the last one. So
right, I got you.
yeah, because we've had to have a bit of time off recently, um, just because I got a bit poorly, so
Yeah,
I had to get back going again. But yeah, this was the second to last single that we released, and
because
it
you've been smashing it on Spotify and getting playlisted and all sorts, haven't you, as well?
we've been doing all right. Like Hot New Bands picked us up. What was it called? Punk Rock Powerhouse, I think it was called. That picked us up as well, which was cool.
So good, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It's just
Yeah.
it's quite cool to know that, like, you know, your hard work's paying off and stuff. You do graft and you grind and you put the effort and the time and everything into it. Also, it's just nice to know that, like, a band on the local scene and stuff is actually getting paid some dues and it's actually paying off for them. It's good, man. So you just
Oh
keep
yeah,
doing what
it's
you're doing.
nice. Yeah, and it's fun. Like all of the big stuff that's happened is it's been a mental ride of massive highs, and when the lows come, they are low.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's it's been yeah, it's mad. It's
Because
been go on.
like no, I was just gonna say because I think that like I find that really interesting because obviously like being in a band, it's so rewarding and so it can be so like I don't know how to explain it really. Like it can give you so much satisfaction, but then when the times aren't quite going because you're putting so much, investing so much of your time and your effort into it, when it doesn't quite go to plan, it can be like soul destroying. But looking at some of the things that you've achieved, like God, there looks like there's been a hell of a lot more highs than there have been lows, which is awesome. Like Leeds and Reading, and you've played in front of like 6,000 strong at Millennium Square, which is
That
definitely
was a
another
lot of
bucket
fun.
list. I can imagine that
Yeah,
being insane, man.
it were mental. We were supporting Ocean Colour Scene at that gig, and that was in 2016. It was bonkers. We got asked out of the blue by Future Sound Events, one of the promoters in Leeds, um, and they were like 2 weeks before they were like, "Do you want to open?" And I was like, "You're kidding." Because I think
I bet
I
you
was
just thought you're pulling my leg, aren't you?
yeah, I were like Millennium Square, like sold out. Are you kidding? Like,
That's
well,
insane.
we couldn't believe it when we got it, and we had a great time. To be fair, we got very drunk and had a great time. I remember being out till very late in the morning. So
Yeah, celebrating a bit. That's awesome. And then you've done the O2 Academy as well. You've played sold out shows there.
yeah, we've done a few. Like first time we did it was Centre Stage, which was a good laugh. But then like
Is that
you
what
can't.
propelled you to the Leeds and Reading, or did you get Leeds and
No,
Reading in a different
it
way?
was the Future Sound competition.
All right,
That
okay, same way we did it. Yeah, we did it
yeah,
in
yeah,
2013.
yeah. I remember.
God,
We
many
were,
moons ago, that man.
yeah, it were a long time ago.
Oh God.
But
Anyway,
yeah, we did it with Centre Stage, and that was amazing. And can't thank Sarah at Centre Stage enough. She's done loads for us, and
yeah, man.
sort of Embrace as well over the years. Mickey's produced one of our tracks, and good friends with Mike as well. So
Nice.
it's been a it's been a hell of a ride, and we've done the O2 with Maximo Park as well. Which was
Oh,
sweet. That was for live at Leeds. That
that's amazing, mate.
yeah, it was sweet. That really really enjoyed that one.
I bet you did. And how about your own shows and stuff? I'm assuming you at the moment you know you're
Well,
out doing these tour supports and stuff, but there's a bit of hype about the band, and you're pulling in some decent crowds and playing
we
shows all over the UK. And
yeah we do all right. Like we've done we've sold out pretty much every gig we've done in Leeds since we started because we've done it. We did Key Club, then we did the Wardrobe, then the Brood now twice,
yeah,
and then we had a bit of time off. Then we did a Porto 2 back-to-back nights,
yeah,
which was but that was a lot of fun because I really want that one to be really intimate, and
yeah, yeah,
it was weird because we've been used to playing like Stylus with a big crowd barrier in,
yeah, yeah.
and then we went and played at a tiny little bar venue, and it was bizarre, but it was great. It was a
I bet
lot
it
of
was.
fun.
We did the same thing. We were playing like uh, Belgrave and selling that out time and time again. And then one of our last shows we just decided to just do a pop up show type thing, and we did a Porto, but we still took full production. So we had the full lighting rig and everything in there on that
Oh
tiny
mate,
little crammed in stage, and we were all just like, "Oh, what have we done here?"
it's a nightmare, but it's fun.
Great little
Like
venue.
oh
Love it.
yeah, yeah. I mean I've had many great nights in there as
Yeah, man.
well as like, I've been to amazing gigs there. I've seen bands who are now at like arena level in there. So
That's insane.
it's
That when you think about like the jump but they've obviously put the work in and stuff, and that's just crazy though to think that it's nice to know that it's a good like foundation for Leeds up and coming artists or even touring artists.
oh yeah.
It's just a cool venue. Um, so I think we've had quite a few questions. Let's just see if I could pull up some of these questions. So from James Bland, he's asked. who inspires your music?
Oh, that's tough. With like it within the band, the music tastes vary massively. Like our drummer is massively into hip hop, and like it's a weird mix. Like, and our bassist is well into like hardcore punk music,
Yeah,
and basically the guitarists, so me, Tony, and Oliver, anything guitar based, we'll probably listen to it. Oliver's first and foremost a jazz musician. So you get some pretty funky solos going on, which is nice. I
yeah,
love it.
yeah, yeah,
You can't go wrong. But me and Tony have always had like a similar taste in music. Everything from like pretty indie stuff. Like we grew up listening to Oasis and Arctic Monkeys, and then
yeah, yeah,
we've gone on to liking some pretty heavy stuff as well,
yeah,
and
yeah.
just like all sorts of stuff. But I think the main influences of the band. Well, it probably. I mean, it started off with like Oasis and all that kind of song, like the same kind of song structure is what
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
used time and time again. But I wouldn't say that we sound that much like them. Like
Hmm.
not like some other bands do, but then everyone kind of throws a bit of everything in the mix, and
Yeah, yeah.
so there's stuff from all over the place going in there, and it's kind of unique the sound, which is
Well,
I'm quite proud to say.
yeah, I think what the one thing that I kind of hear in your definitely in the song we played then and like the style is like a catfish in the bottom style, but
Uh
more so the fact that he he Van basically states that he just wants to write a good song, and if that means playing the same song, same chords as like hits like Dakota or Wonderwall, and like Oasis and Stereophonics,
yeah.
massive super indie, like all indie hits. He's just basically gone like, why why if it isn't broken, why why
Oh yeah.
why fix it sort of thing. And
Yeah.
he's and like I noticed in your melody, like you've got really like interesting and distinctive melody in your vocal and in the actual track itself. And I think that's what the sign of a good song is. You could play the same four chords all the way through, and if you can capture a moment in melody and whatnot, and I think you did a really good job of that. So,
Oh, cheers,
but
man.
but but from example, the catfish in the bottom end. I don't know if you're a fan of them, but it just that
Yeah.
meant that you are.
Yeah, well, yeah, like the early stuff with the band, me and Alex were massively into them when they
It's
when they were first coming up.
yeah, yeah. It's just got the like it's got that vibe of just finding a solid foundation of a song. It's
Yeah.
you know
I
you know
mean,
th-
what I do is I tend to, if I can imagine it going absolutely mental, like to a song that I've written, then I like to think it's good. I like to write stuff that people will move to, which
yeah,
is
yeah.
that is the aim.
That's a good shout. I kind of did a similar thing, especially in the middle of like uh, towards the middle and the end of City of Lights. It was more about the show rather than the song. It was more about like how can I demand audience participation or a certain energy in the night kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you kind of develop your songs that way as well. There are a lot of variables to think about when it comes to writing a song. It's not necessarily just about like wearing your heart on your sleeve and just writing what you feel. Sometimes you've got to account for everything and try to get as much engagement across the board as possible from the audience too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's that. Well, you can't do much more, really. But
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah, what else have we
So
got?
we had another question from. Let's have a look. Well, you've been asked to play. Someone's requested a song, "Teeth."
Oh, that's Tony from the band.
Oh, is it?
Tell him to piss off.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, I was gonna do that, but he's just on a wind up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Uh, so you've kind of you've touched a little bit on what would you say your biggest influences are then musically? Like, did you? You
Um,
kind of said like, would you say your influences are Oasis and that kind of stuff
well, the
primarily
Britpop,
now, or
I mean, the Britpop stuff has a massive influence because that's stuff I grew up listening to. But there's all sorts of stuff like the pop punk stuff, like
yeah,
Green
yeah,
Day, My Chem, all that kind of stuff is in there. We do a
got
lot
you.
of octave melodies and stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, a question from Imi. She's asked how you got into music in the first place, and when you ever have stage fright, and how do you overcome it?
Um. So I first got into music at school, pretty much. My guitar teacher, who was called Mr. Eccles, he was great. He taught me for like everything I know on guitar, and I met Tony, Alex, and Jack in the school band, and I met Oliver at Elcom, which was at Saturday Music School. We must have only been about 13. It was a long time ago now,
Yeah,
but yeah, and we kind of came together when we were about 16 to start the band. So we kind of plodded along for a little bit, and like I did solo stuff before with Tony, Jack, and Oliver, and I did the Brood now once, twice, and some smaller gigs solo, and then I was like, right, we need to get a band going, and we got the band going, and it went bonkers. As for stage fright, it used to be alcohol that
bit of
kind of got
Dutch
me past
courage.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I've sacked drinking on the head. So uh,
completely, or just for shows.
yeah, for now, yeah.
Me
I've
too.
stopped drinking.
Me
So
too, mate. How long have you stopped for?
it's been pretty much since the lockdown started now. So it's been about 6 weeks.
Nice
But
work, man.
I needed to knock it on head because I was going a bit mental with it. So
It's healthy to take
yeah.
a little time out every now and then, but you just gotta just go with whatever you feels best to do.
Oh
Have
yeah.
you? Because we don't have to talk about this much longer, but I don't know about yourself, but I missed the taste of beer, but I didn't miss the idea of being absolutely wasted. So I now drink non-alcoholic beers, and I've found some like ones that just it's almost like the placebo effect. So I
Yeah.
enjoy the company and holding a bottle and been with my mates. Well, obviously when I was allowed out,
Yeah.
and it did the world good for me. And now I haven't had a drink all year, sort of thing. But whereas before I'd always cripple after the first of after January I'd be like back to normal,
Yeah.
work as usual, get wasted every other day.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've tried non-alcoholic beer, but it's just not the same. I
You
mean,
should try Brooklyn. It's well nice. It's
oh
like
yeah,
a non-alcoholic ale. It's well good.
oh yeah. I'm all about the IPAs and the craft
Yeah,
beer.
it's really good,
Yeah,
man.
I'm definitely an ex-barman.
Yeah, I know. Of
So,
course, you. That must have been double-ended sword kind of thing. Like been working in a bar and wanting to cut down on drink and stuff.
oh yeah, it's a nightmare. I would not advise it.
Right. So we got another question. Where did the Indigo Project name come from?
We came up with Indigo and came up with projects, decided it sounded good, and that is pretty much what happened. I personally, I hate the name. I
Yeah, I
absolutely
think it's
hate
quite
it.
unique. It's good, man. It works. It does the trick.
I just
You
hate
need to
it.
start
But
coming up with some bullshit around, like some profound reasoning names, and,
oh,
and just change it
we've
every
thought
time.
about it. We've thought about it. Biffy Clyro do that
Yeah.
because
Well, did you know?
their name is.
Do you know how they got
Go
the
on,
name Biffy Clyro?
go on.
Because they say that it's something to do with Cliff Richard and Byrose. So it was Cliffy Byrose, and then it was Biffy Clyro, and then it became that just from Cliff Richard's own brand of Byrose.
Right.
God,
Well, that's an
and I think, and
interesting
now
one.
I understand. Now I understand why he never tells that story because it is a
Oh
crap
yeah,
past.
yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm not surprised.
So what instruments do you play, and um, and are there any that you'd like to learn? I couldn't quite see it. I think I
Oh,
need glasses.
I play a fair few. My first instrument is guitar, but I'm pretty good on bass. Like It's my second instrument, but I played it bit bass for years. I can play a bit of piano. Um, can- Not many people know this, but I can play a bit of violin. Um,
Can you?
yeah, I don't pick it
Same as
up
guitar,
awfully
in it, just
often.
up by your neck.
It's the same as a mandolin. So
Right.
it's a sideways mandolin, which is
Right.
I mean, yeah, and I can do bits of ukulele and stuff, which is you kind of just started learning when Riptide came out because you wanted to learn how
Yeah,
to
yeah.
play that song.
Everyone's playing ukulele when that comes out. Are you? Is there any instruments that you wish you could play or want to learn?
I really wish I could play the drums.
Right.
That would be cool. I mean, it's we always like try and have a go like when we're in the rehearsal space, like just taking the piss if because Jack's notoriously late all the time. So it's normally it involves me and Alex climbing over a drum kit and trying to.
I think that I think that's the done thing in it when you're in a band is who can get to the drum kit first and just make as
Oh
much
yeah,
noise as possible.
yeah. It's to go to the loudest thing possible, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Right. Anyways, I'm concerned that this is, this is absolutely flying. So should we get
Oh
another
yeah,
tune from you, mate? I want to make
yeah,
sure we can get the 3 songs from you tonight.
yeah,
But it is flying by. If anyone's got any
yeah,
other questions, please get them in, and we'll try rattle through as many. We might have to do like a quick fire
yeah. That's
questions,
fine.
but we'll see how we get on.
Yeah. Since it's been requested by Tony, the guitarist in my band, we'll do Teeth. Sing low, swing high, lose friends like you never die. Breathe a smile till you take your last breath. Talk shit, tell lies, tell the people you despise that you still love them. Just be victorious, don't be delirious. I tell you now, I'm serious. Made me delusional. You're so unusual to me now. To me now. Hey, I don't know why you got in for me. Show me your see. Hey, I don't know why you got in for me, but that's enough for me. Would you buy? No buy, and you be a little less kind. Make sure you know that there's no contest. Too smart, but so am I. Just need a little more try. I just need a little bit more miss. Just be victorious, don't be delirious. I tell you now, I'm serious. Make me delusional. You're so unusual to me now. To me now. Hey, I don't know why you got in for me. Show me you see. Hey, I don't know why you got in for me. That's enough for me. Yeah, I don't know why you got in for me. Show me a thing. Hey, I don't know why you got in for me. That's enough for me.
now in the same town. I'm not coming back for you. We are here now in the same town. Was it too good to be true? Thanks very much.
Woo! And the crowd goes wild. This is how it feels, man. Every time it's just this weird silence after live streaming. It's just strange, but that was awesome, mate. Well done.
Cheers, bud.
So, you have pretty much like smashed it out of the park when it comes to achieving some huge bucket list like achievements and stuff.
Yeah.
Is there anything that's yet to have happened, or that's in the pipeline, or that you'd love to do, or
the dream is before we either sack it off or I die, I really want to do Glastonbury. I really
any stage, any tent, anywhere. You'll play in the bloody field somewhere in the middle of.
I'd go and busk if it meant that I could go and play just to say I have played Glastonbury.
Isn't that what C6 Steve did?
I think that is what he did. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he just he just kept on playing every year and then eventually someone just approached him and went, "We're gonna have to start putting you on a proper stage," and then they put him in the busking tent and then another, and then just eventually before he knew it, he's playing all kinds of festivals. But definitely that is a bucket list. That would be a huge one, wouldn't it?
It's
Anything
one of
else?
the only. I'd
if
like to.
That's
do you know what? I'd like to headline a major festival, and the one venue I really want to do an arena, because
Leeds Arena.
Quite happily, to be honest, I'd do any arena. I just want Leeds Arena would be the
any
dream.
arenas out there. Joe's looking.
Yeah, it would be good because we've kind of done everything up to that point. Like we've done the big outdoor shows and that are just around the arena capacity, but not quite there.
Yeah.
Like around the 10,000 mark, and we really want to do it because we got to go. Me, Alex, and Tony got to go on stage with the Day to Remember at Leeds Arena.
Did you?
Yeah, with TP
That's
the audience.
Sick.
It was ace. It were mint. Alex's godfather got us on it because he works for Fly by Night. We got to go and throw toilet paper in the audience.
No way.
Yeah, it were ace.
Is that where all the toilet paper went? You know, just before lockdown. I remember just bought it all. Chucking it out at everyone.
I think I'm in the clear because this were a couple of years ago now.
Oh, right. Okay, that's all right.
It's all good.
Yeah, preempt it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. But yeah, there's nothing like that view. Like it's unbelievable looking up. Like it just goes on forever.
Yeah, I like just a sea of heads, a sea of ants just in front of you. Just like I can imagine it being crazy, man.
It's madness. Mental. We were so nervous before, and we weren't
really
even playing. Yeah, we weren't even playing. It's more we have to go and stand in front of that many people.
Yeah,
don't
trip over, checking your shoelaces.
Funny story. We were supporting yeah, it's bad though. We were supporting King No One, who were doing pretty well at church.
They're smashing it, aren't they?
Yeah, this was at church, sold out show. I fell flat on my face mid-set, I mean, somehow I styled it out and continued playing.
Did you?
But, there's a video of it somewhere in the depths of our Instagram.
I wish you'd have told me in advance. I would have got it ready and banged it on screen as well and looped it. I'm only joking.
I'm sure Tony will post a link in it if he's watching or Alex. So
yeah, he's trolling you tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, but you can't go wrong with that. It's all right.
No,
I don't mind.
It's all good. Are you so you fell flat on your face? Oh man, that's happened to me. I fall more on my back when I'm on stage, because usually I fall over the drum riser when I step backwards, and I kind of fall onto the drum riser. Sometimes I've just fallen over the corner of the drum riser. Yeah. I've kind of just. I like to think I style it out. At least I think I do. And then when I hear back from people who are like, that must have been really embarrassing for you, and
do you know
my
what?
Fat ass falling on floor.
You just can't be embarrassed by it though, can you?
It happens, doesn't it?
Like, there's been times where once when we were first starting, we were playing Verve Bar,
Yeah.
and I was pissed and fell over into a mic stand. This mic stand snapped, and then the microphone hit Alex in the throat midway
Oh
through
my
the
god.
set.
You can't
And
write that, can you?
yeah, so I was skint at the time. So Tony had to fork out 15 quid for this mic stand, and I still haven't paid him back. So that was
Well, that's a
6
nice
years
little
ago.
reminder as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, man. There was a question actually about my brother. I think it was someone asked if you played Millennium Square with my brother. Did my brothers play?
No, that was. I think where he might know me from is we had the dumbbells on at the wardrobe, and I was on the bar. Maybe that
Maybe.
that might be it. But I've never played with the dumbbells before.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I'd love to, but I mean, I've been like I've known you guys for a long time
Y-
because
y-
of Ellie Holmes
Yeah, man.
playing
Yeah.
bass in her band,
Yeah.
which
Absolutely. Yeah.
was that was a long time ago now.
That was so long ago.
Yeah, it was good fun. I enjoyed doing that, and we recorded a really cool EP, and now
Yeah. Yeah.
she's off gallivanting somewhere.
She's in the
All over.
States at the moment, isn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah, yeah. She's
She's
doing
loving
all
it.
right.
Yeah, she's doing really well. I spoke to her not so long ago. Actually, I was trying to get her on to see if she was still playing. She's not playing as much as she'd like to, but I was going to see if she wanted to do like a stint on this. But she's just like so out of practice. She kind of just does it for herself now. Doesn't necessarily play to
Yeah.
perform as much as she used to do, kind of thing. So
Mhm.
that's cool. Like those were good days. Those
Oh, yeah.
lots of rehearsal space, lots of rehearsals at Blueberry Hill, and
Oh yeah, I miss that place. Like
yeah.
me and Alex went in the Boxing Day floods. Me and Alex went over on the day after Boxing Day to go and gut the place. 'Cause,
Oh man,
the-
did it
the-
happen again?
No, that was the first time it happened.
Oh God, I was gonna say.
Yeah, don't
yeah.
worry. No.
I thought
But when-
that'd kill Tom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do him in.
Me and Alex went, and we were like pulling these amps out that were just full of water, and we were like, "This is heartbreaking."
Oh man, yeah, that is bad. So I think we should get another tune from you, dude, if you're
Yeah,
about ready. And then we'll sort of round off with any final questions and anything else. Michael said, "Oh, the bar." That makes a lot of sense. So he was propping up the bar. Cool, nice one. Yeah. So I should say, if you want to play another tune, and we'll
Yeah.
wrap up the show. Thanks, dude.
I'll play the one that we usually finish with. This one's called "By Your Side."
I'd like to say that I'll change your life someday, and I'd like to think it might be yours, since you changed your mind and drank just a bit too much wine. Now I'd like to say I know you more. See, I don't mind at all. It's a little too much this time, but there's nowhere that I'd rather be by your side. You know your grace, sweet that smile on your face, 'cause there's nowhere I'd rather be. See, I don't mind, even though I did. So I just want to run to the bridge, 'cause there's nowhere I'd rather be by your side. We ain't much really, no really I mean it. Those are the kinds of things I used to say, but now it's all gone, and I can't really do that much wrong. And I know I can always find you under the bridge. See, I don't mind at all. It's a little too much this time, but but there's nowhere that I'd rather be by your side in all your grace, with that smile on your face. 'Cause there's nowhere I'd rather be. See, I don't mind even though I did, so I'll just wash you under the bridge. 'Cause there's nowhere I'd rather be by your side. See, there's nowhere that I'd rather not be, standing next to you. See, there's nowhere that I'd rather not be. Sorry to be rude, that I'd rather not be. I'd rather be run down by a bus. See, there's nowhere that I'd rather not be. Just the two of us. See, there's nowhere that I'd rather not be, standing next to you. See, there's nowhere that I'd rather not be. Sorry to be rude, that I'd rather not be. I'd rather be run down by a bus. See, there's nowhere that I'd rather not be. Just the two of us by your side in all your grace, with that smile on your face. 'Cause there's nowhere I'd rather be. See, I don't mind even though I did, so I'll just wash you under the bridge. 'Cause there's nowhere I'd rather be. By your side in all your grace, with that smile on your face. 'Cause there's nowhere I'd rather be. See, I don't mind even though I did, so I'll just wash you under the bridge. But there's nowhere I'd rather be than by your side. Thank you very much.
Nice work, man. I love that.
Cheers, bud.
So is that your ender normally? That's the one you finish up the night with?
It's our second most popular song, but my favourite.
Nice.
Basically, we normally play our big tune, Taste It, second to last. And
Yeah.
like it depends if it's a headliner, we'll encore with Taste It and By Your Side. Like,
Okay.
but normally By Your Side is the one that kind of gets, like, Taste It gets them going, and then By Your Side pushes it through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Tips it over the edge, kind of thing. That's
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
man. Are you people will find the music on your Facebook page, Instagram,
Yeah.
and then on there there'll be Spotify links and
Yeah, we were everywhere.
Bandcamp, and just type in Indigo Project.
Yeah.
Great, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You've just released a new song as well, you said.
Yeah, Sertraline. I played the B-side for it, Teeth, in the middle. And Sertraline's quite a big tune for me because it's what we released after I'd been off sick.
Yeah.
So, it's
like a comeback almost.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty dark song, but it sounds happy. It's weird. Like, lyrically, it's pretty sad. But I mean, I finally got everything out that I needed to get out in that song. So, yeah, feel free to give it a listen if you fancy it, because it's a bit heavier than anything else we've done, and I love playing it live. It's a good laugh.
I'll be honest, I hadn't had a chance to have a listen to it. I'm going to check it out straight after this show. I'm definitely going to go have a listen to it, man. And I've thoroughly enjoyed hanging out with you tonight. Thank you so much for playing, and you sounded awesome. I've really enjoyed hearing the songs in a bit more of a stripped back and raw form as well.
Thanks,
seems to be getting a good response from people in the comments and enjoying it.
Thanks for everyone for watching.
Yeah. Any sort of final words? Anything you want to sort of sign off with, or anything you want to say, or you're happy with?
I don't know. We'll be back soon. Hopefully,
yeah, man. So you're gonna.
Oh yeah, hopefully not too long.
Yeah, hopefully when things kind of tick back into some form of normality, you'll be booking your schedule back up and getting back into a nice busy touring schedules and
hopefully,
whatnot.
Hopefully, we'll see how things go, but we'll be back. We'll be back
Nice
as soon
one.
as something's done.
Nice one, mate. I'll definitely keep an eye out, and as soon as you get some shows, let me know, and I'll be there, man. I'm looking forward to seeing
Cheers,
you
bud.
guys in action. All right, man. Once again, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I appreciate you taking the time out to come hang out with me and play some songs for the
Cheers, bud.
Assembly
Thanks
Point
for
and
having me.
stuff. So. Nice one, man. I'll catch up with you real soon. All right.
See you soon.
Have a good one, bud. Bye. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. I'm just so grateful for the support on the channel. It's brilliant, and apologies for my nerves at the beginning of the show. I was a little bit shaky just because I was trying something a bit different. Huge shout out to Joe. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, man. And please go check him out on his socials and check out his band and go support the band. Head over to Spotify and check out his new song as well. Once again, thank you so much. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much for doing that. And I'll see you tomorrow.